What's up guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're gonna talk about some things you can do to get better in GFX for Krunker. So first of all, I'm gonna show you some websites you can use to get better. The first website is krunkercss.com. You can go on there and make your own CSS. You don't even need to know CSS, but I might do a separate video about CSS, so subscribe if you want to see that. The next website is called Photopea. This is just like Photoshop. If you got Photoshop, use Photoshop because Photoshop is much better. But Photopea is kind of Photoshop, but it's much simpler. It doesn't have so many features as Photoshop, and it's a website which is pretty useful if you're on Chromebook or something. The next website is called ye.how. It's made by Yeehow, and he's also verified. He made a website which is pretty helpful if you want to download a mod from someone else. You can just go to the mod viewer, just type in the mod you want and just click on it and it will be downloaded. And also it has some features, for example the item list, which shows items and when they were added to the game. Also you can select which items you want to see, which category, so which season, which Twitch number, maybe you want to check out those Easter skins or from the black market or charity stream. You can check out those. You can also change the rarity, also you can change the weapon and the cosmetic, and you can also search in there. It's pretty useful, I use it a lot, so check it out. The next thing is the stats Twitch extension. I'm not sure if it works. It just shows your stats under your Twitch, which is pretty useful if you want to know like the stats of a streamer without like going to the website, waiting till Krunker loads, and you can just look under the stream and it says the stats. Also there is a market ping which shows the current ping to the market, so it just checks if it's down or not and how good it responds. And it also has a profile link, which basically means you can just type in krunker.link/ and then your username, and it's just redirecting you to the Krunker profile page of your in-game name. So the next thing is when you downloaded a mod using Yeehow, you can also modify some textures. I personally use paint.net or Photoshop. You can also use Photopea if you want to, and if you want to edit the models in this mod or make your own models, I recommend using Blender. Also, I'm gonna show you right now how to make a wireframe model from existing model, because a lot of people ask me how to do this. So I'm gonna show you guys this in this video. So first of all, you're gonna import the OBJ file into Blender, then press on Tab to activate edit mode. Select everything by pressing A, then press X and select all faces. This should remove all faces and leave out those edges. So we're gonna go to Tab again to get to object mode, then to mesh convert to curve, and just click on that, and then you're gonna go and create a circle. You just press Shift A, it shows up this little tab. You go to curve and select this. You're gonna change this to square by going to the settings and turning down this number. Then you're gonna select the wireframe thingy, click on that, go into the settings and press on bevel. Now select the circle, and it basically just gives this wireframey look and makes it a little bit thicker. You can adjust the thickness by increasing the size of the circle. After you've done that, you can select the wireframe model, go to object, convert to mesh. Now you can delete the little circle or square, whatever you want to call it, and you're done. But if you want to put textures on it, I recommend going to the UV model tab and then adjusting the perspective by pressing 1 on the numpad. This should bring up this view. Now you click on tab, press A to select everything, press U to make a UV map. Now you go to make a UV map from this view. This should create a UV map on the left side of your screen, and you just go back to the object tab, and now you can just export it as a OBJ. So now you go to this website. This is the default mod.zip. I really recommend using that if you want to search something up, a skin or a model, and if you want to know the location of a texture or of a weapon, or maybe even a sound. So you just go and unzip it, and then you're gonna look which model you wanna replace with it, and make a separate zip, and just repeat the structure where your file you wanna replace is located. For example, this is gonna be weapon_1.obj. This is the default sniper model. You're gonna go to models, weapons, and put it in there, and that's basically it. If you want to add a texture to it, go to textures, weapons, and then place it into there. The same thing goes for sounds, so just you don't even need to do the weapon folder. And if you want to do something with CSS, you need to use a resource swapper if you're on browser, and if you're on client, you just need to drop it in your folder, in your documents folder, and this should load up the CSS. If you put it in the CSS folder, it should be called main_custom.css. If you're replacing the market, it should be social_custom.css. So I'm gonna do a separate video about CSS basics you need to know if you want to do your own CSS. But that's it with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, have a nice day.